Good afternoon. I'm so glad to be finally filming another video. We're only doing eyes today. Everything else is pretty much done. I only have a small amount of time left on this memory card. It is taking my eyeshadow palette declutter so long to upload, like the whole week. From just the space where there was a week where I didn't put anything up, it was all of that video trying to be posted. I won't make one that long again. Lesson learned, lesson learned. So anyway, that should already be up. Go ahead and go watch that. I hope you have a snack and a drink for that, though it is a long one. So today we're going to just put on some eye makeup. I already have my face done. And I actually purchased the newer version. It's not new anymore, but the newer version of the BH Trendy in Tokyo palette. That's what that looks like. I have the older version, and they are almost identical. I've swatched a couple of the shades side by side. There they are. But if you saw my declutter, speaking of which, I don't love this palette. I don't feel like it's as pigmented as the other BH palettes. And the two shades I love in here are the green one, that shade, and then that purple one over here. And they're just not great. They're kind of sheer. It takes a lot to build them up. And I'd heard Angelica talk about this palette, and she said all of the newer ones are much better. So I did go ahead and pick up the Amalfi one also. I'm not going to use this today, but I'm kind of kicking myself now because I didn't buy the Switzerland one and the Barcelona, maybe. I saw the newer versions. So I was like, no, I already have them. Well, I bought this one. Like, okay, yeah, I don't like the other one. I'm going to try this. And this is way better. And I was like, I should have bought the new ones of those that I saw at TJ Maxx. But if I see them again, I'll pick them up. If not, the other ones are fine. I don't need them. But I'm going to go ahead and do a fun look today. Just kind of go colorful. I'm just feeling springy and bright. And I do like that the inside of this palette is kind of like that too. Like just kind of flowery and pretty. So we're going to go ahead and get started on a very fun, colorful eye look. Alright, in the crease, I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with the shade right here, this bright orange. I can't read the yellow on the white. Like the writing is that yellow, I can't hardly see it. So we're going to start with that orange color in the crease. Tap out the eye primer that's left in here real quick. I need to put on some nails too when I get done here. Yeah, I can't believe that video took so long to upload. I mean, I mentioned before, you know, I don't have like the greatest, fastest internet, but I was like, why is this going so slow? Because we can't do anything else like on the internet, and all of our TV is like streaming and stuff, so it's like I can only really run it at night while everybody's in bed, because my kids will yell at me, Mom, are you uploading? Their internet on their, you know, little games and stuff is not working, and they're like, ugh. Then it got canceled a couple times. I don't even know how that happened. Like instead of just pausing the upload, it got totally canceled. Hopefully I have a few more videos between this one and that one, but we'll see. Because I have other things filmed. I had to just eventually stop filming videos because my computer was full, my memory card was full. These are all problems I have not had before with this, you know, and I've not posted a ton of videos, but just one of those that you learn, you're like, okay, an hour and however many minutes, 45 minutes of video is too much. I'll need to break it into 2 next time. In the crease again, like on top of this orange and through the crease, I'm going to take this pink shade here. Yes, this has blue on it. No, it is not actually dirty. Well, it's dirty, but this isn't going to come off. All right, going with that bright pink into the crease. Wow. I mean, the pigment difference between this palette and that palette. Has anybody heard any updates on BH? Curious what's going to happen. They have hardly anything left on their website. I don't know, I just haven't heard. But it doesn't say like going out of business on there or anything, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I've been grabbing everything I can. I'm going to take the fluffy brush that had the orange on it And just kind of buff that over the edge with nothing else on it. Nothing new. No new product. And then in the outer corner, I think I'm going to go in with that purple. I think I'm going to go in with the purple because in this one, it works well enough. And they actually look like different colors. Here's the old palette purple. And here's the new palette purple. I'm going to try this in the outer corner. And obviously, I guess I'm using the same brush. I don't usually, but I guess I am today. My kids only have a week and a half left of school. No, just a full week. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to work this in with them being home. You know, I'll have to kind of work around that, I guess. I mean, they're old enough they can just like hang out, whatever, but sometimes I'm up here for quite a while. Don't leave them alone that long. Although they do love being left alone. Okay, that's looking really, really pretty. It's not really dark like the other one looks in the pan, but it's not patchy. Like it might kind of look like it there, but it's blending out really nicely. The other one, oh, that's what I should have done, like a half and half. That's what I should have done. That would have been cool, but I didn't. Oh well. Okay, so there's the purple. How are we looking? It looks pretty even. We'll leave it like that for the moment. Okay, and I kind of want to go on the outer corner with like a darker shade, but I don't know. I think I'm actually going to take a denser brush and apply a little bit more of that purple to the outer corner. I really need to stop tapping that. That's going to be really loud on the camera. Okay. Taking this like little angled brush and kind of patting that. And I'm going to take that first brush I used, the second brush I used, when I put the pink in the crease with, and kind of buff around the outside. I'm trying to enunciate that more. I say it a lot. I say kind of a lot, but I smush it all into one word, like kind of do it, and I'm like, when I'm playing it back for myself, I'm like, what are you saying? Enunciate your words. Okay. So we've got that purple and pink happening there. Now I have a lot of other options here because I want to go on the lid with one and I want to go under the eye with like one of these teals or blues. And so what do I want on the lid? Do I want to try the green? I feel like I usually go with the green on the lid. I'm going to start with this teal and I'm going to put that all over the lid, and I'm going to take this lime green and like go around the whole inner corner. It's going to be a little much, and that's what we're going for. I recently found this brush at TJ Maxx, the large shader. I've really been liking this. Like, it's really big. Like, it takes up my whole lid. But I like the like flimsiness of it because I have some other shader brushes that are a little bit more like densely packed. Let me see. These are usually what I would use, kind of that really thin, like densely packed, or like a shorter. This one's like just flimsy enough, like fluffy enough, but I don't know. There's something about it I've really been enjoying. So I'm going to take that teal shade and I'm going to pop that onto the lid. As I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a lot of colors I want to use, so I'm going to use them all. All right, we're taking this teal and kind of packing it onto the lid, but I'm not going to take it onto the inner corner. Just kind of meeting it up with that purple. My dog is having a moment. Are you okay? Are you okay? What are you doing? She got up to stretch and she's like rolling around on the bed. To go return a harness I bought for her the other day. She's not supposed to be a very big dog, but she's like chunky, so bought her a harness that fits her like lengthwise, but I couldn't even fasten it around her, so I'm gonna have to get her a bigger one. Poor thing. All right, we're gonna intensify that purple one more time over the top of the teal. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to play with all the colors in here and just test out the formula of this. It's definitely more pigmented than the other one. It's still not one of the best BH palettes I've used, but it is better than the other version of itself, if that makes sense. Tap a little bit of that teal with my finger. Okay, next to this teal, I'm actually going to place the lime green, and then I'm going to put this neon yellow shade in the center. Like in the center, in the inner corner. All right, I'm going to take a smaller brush for this. What a nice dense application here. Okay. Oh, that's what I should have picked up from Walmart. I have to go pick up my Walmart order and I forgot to get another NYX glitter glue. Oh well. Sometimes I like the glitter glue better than using like one of my actual primers. I was using those the other day, but those blank out everything. I like that the glitter glue is clear, so you can kind of apply it, I don't want to say like sloppily, because it is sticky. You don't want it to be everywhere, but you know, I can put it all the way up here, and if it gets up there a little bit, you don't have to cover every inch of it because it didn't cover your other eyeshadow. Does that make sense? So I prefer a glitter glue. So I have some left. Maybe I'll get it out and see if I can make it work. Not today, obviously. I'm already barreling through this. Okay. Now I feel like on this eye, we've kind of lost the teal, so I'm going to take this same tiny brush and just put a little bit more of that on. Okay. I like this. This looks like something I've done with my Zulu palette. If I'm not mistaken. I'll actually grab that out and show you. Here's my Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. These look very similar. Like very similar. So interesting. Apparently I go for the same kind of color combinations too, because there are a lot of colors in here and I've picked, you know, the same ones that are in that. All right, I'm going to take a little pencil brush. With this pencil brush, I'm picking up the neon yellow shade. Now, there are two yellows in here. One is called Neon, one is called Shrine. They're definitely different. This is the one I'm going to use. But you can see they're actually like pretty different tones of yellow, which is kind of cool. Picking up that neon shade on a brush. I'm going to use this like an inner corner highlight. We'll see how this shows up. Ooh, that did show up nicely. Look at that. Let's do the other side. And the powder I have on my face, I picked up the e.l.f. Camo powder foundation thing. I don't dislike it, but it is the first time I've used it, so I don't really have a review yet of it. I don't really have my thoughts on it yet. But it does look, it looks a little bit heavy, but I did add it like 3 times to try to take down the shine. So that may be on me. But yeah, I wasn't too worried about filming my face makeup today because it really is just a lot of newer-ish to me things. Like this thing, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I just picked that up at TJ Maxx. So I don't even know if they sell it anymore. But okay, that looks really cool. I really, really, really like that. So on the lower lashes, we're going to go with, I normally wouldn't use like a shimmery shade on the bottom, but I kind of want to use this blue in the outer corner and maybe this green or maybe the matte teal. Ooh, the matte teal. Okay. Okay. What does it look like on my hand? Now I did have somebody mention doing swatches, and I think I will try to start doing that, like with each palette as I use them, but there's no guarantee they're going to be any good. So don't judge me too hard, but I think I will try to do that since somebody mentioned it to me. We're going to pull that purple onto the bottom just to make sure everything's flowing here. I think I'm going to use a touch of the green, the darker green I have here, kind of blend that into the purple a little bit. Wow. Yeah, these are much, much more pigmented than the other one. Honestly, when I've swatched a couple, the older palette looks more pigmented, but I think it's because it's not as blendable. Like they're harder to work with. Okay. Actually, what do I want to put on the inside? I kind of want to use this. But does that seem random and out of place? Actually, I think I'm going to go with this shiny pink. There's a shimmery pink down here on the bottom. I'm going to put that on the inner part here. We're just going to commit. I didn't even use that teal that I freaked out over, so we're going to... I don't know that I love it. I feel like it looks like it's missing... Okay, I'm going to go over that with that matte teal. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh yeah, right over the top. Like it never even happened. Like it never even happened. And a little more purple onto the outer edge. Yeah, I probably could have done without the green on the bottom. It just looks like I have the teal and the purple, honestly. That's okay. A little bit more of the lime green here over where we put the pink, and then the teal. Just kind of brighten up that inner portion. Alright, for lower lash liner, I have a handful of stuff here. What do I want? I might just go ahead and continue like this, yellowy green, and go through the lower waterline with this lime green. This is from LA Girl, Pastel Dreams eyeliner. Yeah, that'll be perfect. I'm going to finish up this eyeliner, add a little bit of black eyeliner on the top, a couple coats of mascara. I have my Essence out, of course, and then we'll be back with the finished look. All right, here is our finished eye look for the day. I put on several coats of mascara, like 5 of these 2 Essence ones. I used my Physicians Formula waterproof eyeliner on the top to do a couple little wings, and I was digging through for my mascara and I happened to find these little gems I had gotten from Wet n Wild. They were the first ones I had picked up, and it's a kind of shifty gem and I like it with the colors of what's going on here. Now I will say, as I was applying everything else and I was putting eyeliner on, and I was like, I feel like I've done this look before. And on my channel, one of the first ones I posted was a look with the Zulu palette. And if you go back and watch it, I bet it looks almost identical to this. Like, I bet it does. Like with that in the crease, this on the lid, that in the outer corner. Like, as I was that close to my face, I was like, yeah, I've definitely done something similar. So if you want to see a similar look, but with the other palette, you can go check that out. So with that, that is the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.